This video is about WN8. I'm going to show you why you should not trust WN8, why it's complete garbage. So for example, right here I'm highlighting a game. It's a frontline game. WN8 counts kills, which is this column right here where the 7 is, and damage, which is this column right here. And if you look at these two games, I got 7 kills in both games, and in this one I did 7,600 damage, and this one I did 7,850. So they were extremely close, but yet one of them has a WN8 of 45,000, and the other one has a WN8 of 22,000. So obviously the reason why must be because I played different tanks. However, that difference is double. I mean, you can't look at someone's WN8 and say a person who has half the WN8 is half as good of a player. It just doesn't work. I did the same amount of damage and the same amount destroyed, and I merely played different tanks. But if I had only played this tank, or whatever this game was, and I did the same vehicles over and over and over, I would get half as much WN8. And this is only one of many examples. So we're going to look at some of the other games. For example, this one was 9 kills, 6,200 damage. And this one was 9 kills, 8,200 damage, which means I did more damage, same amount of kills, but I got substantially less WN8, 30% less. There's going to be a lot of other examples. Like this one, it went down to 9,000. So we're going to search by WN8. I'm going to show you a lot of other amazing examples. You notice that the frontline ones dominate the top, obviously. I wanted to search by assistance damage. We're going to look at this one first. So here's an example where this game, my WN8 is 617, which is absolutely horrible. And this is standard battle. No, it's not a standard battle. It's assault defend mode. But I got 7,800 assistance damage, which was my third highest. This isn't my third highest all time. This is my third highest of all the replays that I currently have on my computer. 7,800 is a super high assistance damage, which is mostly spotting damage. This replay is actually in my account. I really did 7,800 spotting damage. I spotted 13 tanks. But my WN8 was 617, and people look at your WN8 and they say, well, if your WN8 is low, then you're not a good player. It's not true. It's a complete fallacy. It's a complete lie. Here's another example where my WN8 was 984, but I did 6,600 spotting damage. This was in a random battle. WN8 is complete garbage. You should not trust it. It doesn't measure if one player is better than another. There's so many people that pad the statistics that you cannot trust it. It's a statistic that you just cannot trust. The number one reason why they say it's a tank per tank comparison, it's not. The number one reason why is because it doesn't take into account the ammunition you fire, such as gold rounds, nor does it take into account how your tank is equipped. For example, you could have a high penetration gun and someone else could have a low penetration gun. You're going to get a higher WN8, but it's just going to say that you're playing the same tank. You're going to get higher WN8 if you equip your vehicle better. Don't trust WN8. It's a garbage statistic.